Hello and welcome back to Transfer Talk on Football Daily, where we break down the latest rumours and gossip surrounding the Premier League's best players. Remember, the most liked comment will feature on this week's Sunday Vibe, so leave your thoughts down below. Let's get into it. We kick off this week's show with a transfer we didn't see coming. According to Spanish publication El Nacional, Liverpool are prepared to activate Jules Kounde's £75 million release clause to sign the centre-back this month. The French defender, who is playing his third season of football in Andalusia after joining from Bordeaux, was incredibly close to joining Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea last summer, and has also been strongly linked with moves to Barcelona and Real Madrid during his time in Spain. The article claims that Klopp is not only willing to fork out the massive fee on Kounde, which would come in at just £1 million short of the club record fee they paid for Van Dijk, but that the 5'10" defender has already agreed to join Liverpool this month. Kounde might have attracted some negative headlines after a petulant red card against Barcelona last month, but he's largely been excellent once again this season. He started 17 league games, during which Lopetegui's side have kept 9 clean sheets, whilst no side in Europe's top 5 leagues has conceded fewer than their 13 goals at the time of writing, level with Man City. But this seems like a strange move for a number of reasons. Firstly, Sevilla currently find themselves just 5 points behind Real Madrid with a game in hand, and are firmly in the title race as they look to win a first La Liga since 1946. Would they really let one of their best players go with just 18 league games left to run in 21-22? And as for Liverpool, well, there had been lots of speculation that Joe Gomez might leave Anfield this month, but that has died down in recent weeks. And having signed Ibrahima Kounate for £35 million in the summer, do they really need another centre-back, especially considering Joel Matip's excellent recent form? Liverpool fans, we want to hear from you. Do you think this move is likely to happen, or do you think there are more necessary areas of your squad to strengthen this month? Let us know in the comments below. Jules Kounde isn't the only La Liga star potentially heading to the Premier League though. That's because Man City are reportedly monitoring Luka Modric's contract situation at the Bernabeu. That's according to El Nacional, who claim that whilst the 36-year-old Croatian's priority is still to retire at the Bernabeu, he hasn't been impressed by the terms initially offered by Florentino Perez ahead of his contract expiring at the end of this season. If the situation doesn't improve, Pep Guardiola is said to be waiting with open arms to bring the 2018 Ballon d'Or winner to the Etihad, having been impressed with his form and fitness so far this campaign. The article writes that the former Spurs midfielder feels underappreciated by Perez and wants a 2-year contract to reflect his continued importance to the side. Would he be worth it for Man City though? Well, possibly. Despite missing 7 games this season, 3 of which with COVID, Modric has largely been excellent when he's been on the pitch, with 4 assists in 14 league games to date, with Benzema the only player to provide more for Los Blancos. Having played 48 games for them last term before starting all 4 of Croatia's Euro 2020 games in the summer, a drop-off would be understandable, but his numbers remain pretty stable, with 1.6 chances created, the same as Bernardo Silva, and 1.7 dribbles completed per 90. Despite Modric's enduring class, we can't help feel that targeting a 36-year-old will be a huge departure from Man City's usual transfer policy. And whilst it would be fun to watch Modric do his stuff in Pep's final year in the Northwest, the club would be better placed targeting a younger midfielder with a higher sell-on value. What do you guys think though? Would Modric be worth signing on a 2-year deal, or would you like to see him retire as a Real Madrid legend? You know what to do. We head to North London now, where speculation continues around Arsenal's pursuit of Dusan Vlahovic. For more information on that, please go check out Euro Transfer Talk, which dropped on Euro Football Daily yesterday. But that's not the only possible move being worked on this month by the Gunners, with Arteta supposedly ramping up efforts to sign PSG's Jorginho Wijnaldum. Having already lost Partey and El Neni to the AFCON, the last thing Arsenal needed was for Granit Xhaka to test positive for COVID, which meant that they had to start Lokonga and Charlie Patino in midfield in their FA Cup defeat to Nottingham Forest at the weekend. Ahead of the game, Arteta said of his midfield, "We are very, very short there." This has led to plenty of speculation about who they could look to bring in to ease their concerns, with Vijay's claiming the Gunners will look to sign one-way PSG midfielder Wijnaldum this month. The former Liverpool man has struggled to settle since joining the Parisian Giants in the summer, and has only been given 13 League and Champions League starts by Mauricio Pochettino so far. Encouragingly, according to the article, his Argentinian manager is ready to cut his losses on Wijnaldum and sell him for just £12.5 million, a tidy profit on a player they signed for free just 6 months ago, despite his contract running until 2024. Having recently turned 31, this wouldn't seem to be the most progressive signing by the club, but given the fact he has missed just 4 games with injury since the start of 2019-20, has a wealth of experience at clubs competing for major trophies, and has still shown glimpses of his best form this season, we believe that a short-term deal for Wijnaldum would actually be a huge benefit to the Arsenal side as they continue to fight for Champions League football. Watch this space. We take a short journey to East London now, where West Ham are continuing to target additions to their squad this January. Speaking earlier this month, David Moyes claimed a defender was his priority, but did add that if Kurt Zouma managed to return from injury sooner, that might change. The Frenchman went off with a hamstring injury against his former team Chelsea and initially faced up to 3 months on the sidelines. However, Football.London have reported that Kurt Zouma is set to return before the end of this month, but if he doesn't, West Ham are set to target a PSG defender. Yes, that's right, according to the reputable source RMC Sport, West Ham is looking into the possibility of loaning Abdou Diallo this month. Having joined the French Giants for a €32 million fee in June 2019, after a promising year at BVB, Diallo has endured a frustrating time with injury, missing 19 games to date, meaning he has still only played 68 games for the club. The most encouraging thing about Diallo is that he can cover both centre-back and left-back, and with Aaron Cresswell expected to be out for a few more games with a back injury, this could prove very useful to Moyes. And despite Diallo struggling to break into Poch's starting 11 this season amidst competition from Marquinhos, Kimpembe and Nuno Mendes amongst many others, he has played well in his limited minutes, winning 3.4 tackles and interceptions per 90 and 55% of his aerial duels this campaign. A low-risk loan for a versatile player, this would seem to be a very smart move by West Ham. Finally, we bring you the latest news surrounding the hot topic of January 2022, Newcastle United. First up, we can bring you confirmation of the second signing of the Saudi PIF era, Burnley's Chris Wood. The 30-year-old is set to make the Magpies the 11th club of his time in England, and we expect this deal to be completed before this video goes live. Having struggled to bring their second new name in the door following the arrival of Atletico Madrid's Kieran Trippier, and without a recognised number 9 following Callum Wilson's injury, fans of Eddie Howe's side were beginning to worry ahead of their crucial clash against Watford this weekend. But the club cleverly realised that the New Zealand international had a release clause, believed to be at £25 million in his contract, meaning they wouldn't have to pay over the odds for the experienced striker. What do we make of this signing though? Well, it's pretty good. Not only do Newcastle bring in a player who has scored over 10 league goals for an average Burnley side in the last 4 completed seasons, but simultaneously weaken a relegation rival, with the Clarets currently level on points with the Magpies. Yes, Wood hasn't been in the best of form recently, only netting 3 goals in 17 league games to date, but he's a notoriously strong finisher. In 2021, he managed 4 goals in his first 23 league games, but then scored 8 and assisted 3 in his next 8 to keep Sean Dyche's men up. If he can recreate anything close to that form until Callum Wilson is back from injury, then Newcastle will surely survive. According to multiple reports though, they aren't done there though, and will look to bring in another striker this January. According to Fabrizio Romano, that man is Rolf's Wonderkid Hugo Ekitike, who has shone in his first year of senior football, netting 8 goals and providing 2 assists in 17 Ligue 1 games. His numbers look promising. Playing for a side currently languishing in 14th, he's firing off 2.2 shots and creating just shy of a chance per 90, giving him an overall expected goal and assist tally per 90 of 0.74, just 0.05 less than Cristiano Ronaldo this term. Of course, Liga isn't at the same standard, but a goal contribution every 87 minutes is incredibly promising. If Ekitike was coming in alone, we'd be concerned by his rumoured cost of £30 million. But with Wood already through the door, there is significantly less pressure on him to instantly hit the ground running. Do you think Newcastle can get this deal done, and will he be a success if so on Tyneside? You know what to do. So guys, that was transfer talk for another week. What did you guys think of the show? Did you enjoy it? If so, like that video. It really helps us with the algorithm. And if you didn't, why don't you leave some feedback in the comments down below about what we can improve on. We are always open to constructive criticism. Thanks for watching guys. Remember to subscribe to Football Daily, and I'll catch you next time.